Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Throwing Shade with Shannon. As you can see, my nails are already somewhat done, but tonight I thought I would show you two different things, actually. One is how to put on multiple layers of nail strips, and then two is to kind of demonstrate what kind of happens when you put them on either just your plain nail or kind of different shades. So I'm using this really pretty winter shade that's called Ice Ice Maybe. It reminds me of Frozen because it's got that really pretty silver with the blue snowflakes on it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started, and hopefully I will go a lot faster this evening. I'm working on speeding up my process a little bit so that it doesn't seem to take quite so long. So again, there's two sets of strips that come in each package. Oops, I'm going to take one set of strips out, put the other one away so they don't dry out, so I can save and use them for later. These are really, really pretty. So I'm pretty excited about finally getting to use them. Anyways, apparently having dexterity issues this evening, although it's pretty much every evening in my life, let's be honest. So, okay, there we go. Those are put away and off to the side. So here we go. I know I talked about it last time. Before you start, you typically want to make sure that it fits your nail completely. I know what size strips I need for which nail, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them on. But you would normally sit here and kind of roll it over and make sure that it fits. When you are doing multiple layers, it is a good idea to leave, you can kind of see a little bit of room between your cuticle and that bottom layer, because when you put the strip on that way, the second strip on, you can put it all the way back. And I don't know if you can see or not. I don't know how clear it is on the video, but this set is kind of almost opaque. Like it's glitter, but it's more sheer. So the reason why I picked this one to demonstrate this is because it should pretty clearly have a good impact of what it looks like going on. So you would just go ahead and put the second layer on just like you would anything else. And again, just kind of clip it, set that piece off to the side, fold it over, and there's that first strip kind of on my nail. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean up the sides real quickly, and over here also. And get that. And so there you go. You can kind of see that's what it looks like with the blue and Peru underneath it. So the next nail is the Geeking Out, which is this bright blue. And we'll see what it looks like on that. Now, I have not actually done any of these combinations, so it will be new to me as I get this on here as to what they end up looking like. So again, making sure that the top layer goes all the way back to my cuticle. Now, you don't really want to necessarily put it over your cuticle, but you do want to make sure that it goes pretty far back, and that just gives it the best going all the way back. It gives your nail the best coverage. So again, you can kind of see it looks a little bit different here than what it looks here on the slightly lighter blue, because again, if you were comparing them for reference, that's the darker blue that's on the pinky, and then the next lighter blue. This next one here, going to use this strip on, pulling it off, popping it on, separating that out, and then going on top of the This one is the Philadelphia. So that kind of goes down. Make sure that I don't have anything on the sides, that it's all the way down, and it's pretty clean. And again, this whole set, it all looks the same, but you can kind of see what I'm talking about, where as you're layering it, it starts to look different. Now the white should look closest to what the set looks like on the paper, because it's white. So it is good to note that the nail strips do kind of change color a little bit, because for the most part they're on white. So if you really like the way it looks on the paper, then in order to ensure that that's what you're getting, if it is somewhat clear, then you have to put it on something like Swiss Intel, which is what this white is. So here we go. Put that on there. See, and then you get that really nice, clear looking snowflake, which is really, really pretty. And there's part of me that's wishing that I had done my fingers in all white, because I really like the way this looks. But that's okay, because I have a whole nother set of strips that I get to do this again with, and I will know next time that I like it best with the white of the Swiss Intel. And then finally, here on my thumb, I'm going to go ahead and use this last strip. But on my thumb, you can see I didn't have anything on it, and so this is where it goes on, and it's just against my nail. So again, it does look a little bit different. And this one, actually, my thumbnail is long enough that I can't save any of the strips, so I end up using the whole strip on my thumb. But let me get this separated here. Sorry, I'm not super talkative this evening, apparently. I'm concentrating really hard. I might have been watching Gilmore Girls before I did this, and I always get a little, I don't know. So anyways, this is kind of what I wanted to show you. So you can kind of see, this is what I had on, so Blue in Peru, Geeking Out, Philadelphia, Swiss Intel, and Nothing. And then this is what the set looks like. Right, here's the strips. This is what the set looks like overlaying on the other colors. And so it really does have a very different look depending on which set you overlay the color on. They're all really, really pretty, and they all achieve different looks. And it is important to note, again, like I said, to make sure that you set that first set that you're putting on a little bit above your cuticle, and then you put the second set all the way back to your cuticle. And then also, anytime you layer the strips, it's going to change the color. So even if you were to use 2 sets of the exact same color, it will change the depth of the color. Or if you're adding, you know, like the set where you're putting it on top. Some of the sets are a little bit less opaque, and so you won't get as much of the color transfer. But I've seen some combinations where I was really surprised that there was any, and there are. So it's one of the things that I love about Color Street so much, is that you really can mix and match and play around and make your nails your kind of own custom creation. All right, if you like what you saw, hit subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Good night.